Hey everyone, and welcome to this video in which I'll be sharing my opinion on the Lofree Flow 1. So a bit about myself, I'm a medical student from Canada and I spend a lot of time typing on a keyboard every day. At some point I was like, I want to make this experience more enjoyable, so I decided to get into the world of mechanical keyboards. I started with this Lofree keyboard here. It's a good keyboard. That being said, the thing that really annoyed me about it is there was no tactile feedback with this keyboard, which decreased my accuracy, and also it sounds a bit clacky, doesn't it? And I actually tried to fix it by buying a bunch of switches. I bought the red switches, the brown switches, the moss switches, the aloe switches. I bought so many switches. It was not good for my wallet. Yet I did not get any switches by Gateron, which is the company that makes the switches for the Lofree. That feels good to me. Then I watched some videos on YouTube, like the one you're watching right now probably, and they told me that the Lofree Flow had an amazing feel and was so creamy, so thocky, and I was like, I gotta try this. And indeed, I never regretted it. That being said, there are a few things about this product that you have to be wary of, and I'm here to share this too. So let's start with the design. The Lofree Flow has an amazing design. It has an aluminum chassis. For you guys who are like me and who like the space gray in all of your Apple products, this matches perfectly. There's a silver version that matches the silver of your MacBook and iPad. The thing I like a bit less about the design are those bronze-like accents and the fact that on the front, some of the keys are orange. I really like my products to be clean. I really like my products to be neutral. When I use my Lofree and I look down and I see this brown, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way, but it's a little nitpick. Let's now talk about the feel and the sound of the Lofree Flow. The Lofree Flow black version comes only with the phantom switches, which are these tactile switches. Personally, I'm in love with tactile switches. I really like that little bump at the end. Although it might put more strain on your fingers, it increases your accuracy and every stroke feels just amazing. Listen to this. Beautiful. Now let's talk about the connectivity and battery life. I don't care really about the battery life of mechanical keyboards because I end up plugging them almost every day and they would last for weeks or months if you don't plug them. So it's not a big issue for me. I won't even tell you the stats. I wouldn't even mind looking for them because I'm sure that you're like me. You plug your phone every day, so you'll plug your keyboard at least every now and then. And so I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Now for connectivity. Connectivity is meh. Honestly, with this keyboard, I've had issues where the Bluetooth stopped working for a day for no reason, and I had to disconnect it, reconnect it, and even then, sometimes it didn't work. And even when I use the wired, sometimes the wire stops working unexpectedly, and it will start working again like 2 days after, and I never get what's happening. And maybe I'm stupid, but then I plug in my Lofree and all of a sudden everything works. So I think they do have a bunch of connectivity issues, and I hope they will fix it on the Lofree Flow 2, which will be coming out shortly. So the last aspect I'm going to talk about is a bit of a sore point for me. So I have dealt with the Lofree customer service only twice, and both times I had a terrible time. And honestly, at first I was like, maybe I'm a Karen, maybe I'm not a nice person to deal with. I don't know. But I went to Reddit and a lot of people had similar experience. All of them might be Karens, I don't know. But let me just share with you. So I bought the Lofree Flow mechanical keyboard about a year after it was released. So it was not like a pre-release, but it took about a month to get to Canada. And they sent me a tracking number that had no details on it, right? So I couldn't see where it was. At some point I was like, am I ever going to receive the keyboard? And then I received it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's an amazing keyboard, and I forgot about it. A few months later, I pre-ordered the Lofree Flow Lite. I was supposed to receive this keyboard before Christmas, so about end of December at most. And they marked it as delivered at the end of December, never got it. I sent them a bunch of messages. I had a bunch of back and forth. They ended up like accusing me of like not receiving the keyboard, or like they ended up putting the burden of on me to like look for the keyboard that I hadn't received. And I was like, where can I find my keyboard? Like, I'm willing to go somewhere to go pick it up, even if it's far. Just tell me where it is. And they couldn't tell me. So they ended up sending me a new one, but it took about 10 email exchanges. Half of it they didn't answer to. So I had to like put on my calendar to send another email to Lofree. I do really think that they can improve because they have a good product. It's just that if the product doesn't work or if the shipping doesn't work, it's really a pain in the butt to deal with them. I do really hope that they will fix it, because I know that with the newest keyboard, the Lofree Flow Lite, they fixed a lot of the connectivity issues. So now if they can fix the consumer product, they will be on the top of the line. Just to summarize, I think the Lofree Flow Lite is an amazing product, okay? It has an amazing design with a couple of flaws that they will fix with the Lofree Flow 2, fortunately. They have an amazing sound and feel. It's heaven. To write with this keyboard is just heaven. They have connectivity issues and they have issues with their customer service, both of which are things that can be fixed fairly easily. One of which is probably already fixed. Honestly, the connectivity is probably already fixed. So they just need to fix their customer service and they will have an amazing product and an amazing service. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, I'll be able to send a review of the Lofree Flow 2 when it comes out.